Absolutely have a consistent flow of your ideal clients from Instagram if you do this one thing. Hi, I'm Brian Diamond, a social media marketer who helps fitness and nutrition coaches get consistent clients from Instagram. What is this one thing that you need? It's a strategy. What do I mean by strategy? It's not just any random plan. It's a specific strategy designed to attract, nurture, and sell to your audience. So you can just call it ANS, not anus, but ANS. You understand? Why does this work? Because I'm using marketing psychology and you can too. It's very simple. Just got to use a little tweak here and there and follow these techniques and you will definitely reach your ideal clients. Before we head into the rest of the video, I want to share my agenda for this video because I don't want it to be too long, because I'm also documenting my progress as I go with the strategy while I'm doing it. So it's a real-time documentation as well. This is going to be every week on Sunday at 10:30 a.m. EST. Now, the agenda for this video is what is the best strategy to follow to attract your ideal clients on Instagram. So I already told you it's the ANS. Number 2, what does attract mean? 3, what does nurture mean? 4, what does sell mean? 5, how to attract your ideal clients. Here's where you use marketing psychology. Then number 6, what's a B-roll video? Number 7, what's an ideal B-roll video? And this is where I talk about personal branding, but that's another topic for another day, for another video. And number 8, now this is really important. You shouldn't forget to watch number 8, and if you don't watch anything else, watch number 8 and you'll understand what I mean. Number 8, how I gained a 5,341% increase in reach to non-followers, so new eyeballs attracted to my content. Number 9 is a play-by-play strategy to follow that you can follow and get the same results in about 10 to 11 days. I started on 6th of January 2025 and today it's 13/17 on 18th. So 6th to 16th is what my Instagram analytics allows me to set. So that's about 11 days. So in 11 days, I got an increase in reach by 5,341 to 5,341% to non-followers. And the play-by-play strategy I'll share with you. And I'll share my findings as well. That's number 10. And number 11, the next steps. So what you can expect in the next video, which is next week. And next Sunday, that's the 25th of Jan. Recording this on Saturday, but I'm going to upload it every Sunday at 10:30 a.m. EST. Let's get on with the video. What is the best strategy? It is ANS, attract, nurture, sell. Why? Because if you don't attract your ideal audience or your ideal clients, who are you going to nurture? Who are you going to educate? Most of us, including me, and for the first 3 months of my business, I was posting educational content, trying to provide value, is what every social media guru says. Provide value and people will come to you. But that's bullshit. You got to attract people first. If you don't attract people, how do you get a following? How do you get people interested in you? How do you build your brand awareness? None of that happens, right? So you got to attract people first and ideally attract your ideal clients. So that's the first step. Then after you attract them, you have to give them a reason to stay and fall in love with you, right? Then the last one is sell. If you only attract and nurture, people will think you're just giving out free information and you don't care about making money and you're just doing this out of the goodness of your heart. I mean, even me right now putting this video out, I'm doing it because I like making videos, especially long form videos where I can talk. But I would be happy if this video series helps at least one person, learn from it and implement these strategies and get their ideal clients. Because you might not be able to afford working with me, but I can give you this information for free and you can try it out yourself. So that'll be amazing for me if you can help yourself and get your ideal clients following the strategy. What does attract mean? Attract simply means you have to grab attention of your ideal client. How do you do that? Since you're a fitness and nutrition coach, you're going to be posting like every other Tom, Dick and Harry in fitness and nutrition, which is how to lose weight in 10 days, how to lose weight in 30 days, how to lose weight without dieting. That's all bullshit. Everybody posts the same shit. What you got to do is be different, be unique. And how do you do that? By selling the destination, not the flight. Let me elaborate. Now, if you're going to Bali for a vacation, people are not going to say you pay this many dollars, thousands of dollars for the flight, for the hotels and all of that stuff. They say go to Bali, have an amazing experience with your family, with your loved ones. That's how they market it. That's how you got to market it. That's marketing psychology. Sell the destination, not the flight. What does nurture mean? So nurture simply means feed. You got to feed them something. You attracted them with your attraction content. Now the next logical step before they buy from you is you got to nurture them. You got to show them why they should keep following you, not just come and leave. You know, they should know that they're getting some kind of value. This is where that provide value bullshit advice from social media gurus comes from. You have to nurture them. It's bullshit advice because they don't tell you the play-by-play, or they try to at least, but you have to really do it in such a way where you're giving them something to make sure that, okay, you're going to give them a reason to follow you and keep following you, and you're going to give them a reason to suggest you to their friends and family. Now the last part of this strategy is called sell. Why do you have to sell? You might feel uncomfortable selling. You might think, I don't want to be too salesy and all of that stuff. But this is logic. People come on Instagram for two important reasons. One is to be entertained. One is to be educated. And the third, which is the bonus reason, is to buy some stuff that can help them solve their problem. So if you're someone who's helping, let's say, busy dads or busy moms, and you don't sell to them, they're not going to buy from you unless you sell to them. This is what the Bible says. I'm not religious, but it says, ask and you shall receive. So unless you sell, no one is going to buy from you. It's just that simple. Now, number 5, this is what you're actually watching this video for. How to attract your ideal client. I gave you the information of what attract, nurture, and sell means and why each of them are important. Now, why this is my personal opinion and professional opinion as well, because if you don't attract your ideal clients, who the hell are you going to nurture? You're only going to get the same people from your industry. You're going to get other fitness and nutrition coaches. You're going to get athletes who don't care about your service. They just like interacting with you because you're in the same industry, right? You're going to get weightlifters, bodybuilders, power lifters and whatnot. So you don't want that. You want people who actually want to buy from you, who want to solve a problem of theirs, and to get that kind of audience, to build an audience, you have to build an audience before you nurture it and before you sell to it. So it's a process. It's a gradual process. It takes months, maybe years, but it definitely works. So you got to use marketing psychology and you got to give them what they want. Like I said earlier, don't say how to lose weight in 10 days, how to lose weight without dieting, how to lose weight without tracking macros, all of that. Every third fitness and nutrition coach on the planet is saying the same thing, right? Don't do that. What you have to do is sell the destination. Now, what do I mean by that? I'll give you an example. You have to say, if you want to fit into that favorite dress of yours from 5 years ago that you're still hoping you can fit into someday, you have to do this. Now that is a hook. I grab the attention of my ideal client. Now let's say someone who's overweight and they have a really favorite dress of theirs from 5 years ago and they want to wear that, but they cannot because they're 20-30 pounds overweight, right? So what do? They try to find solutions. So if you use this kind of messaging where you're talking exactly about how it can help them, then it's going to grab their attention. So it attracts them. And it hooks them in, and it makes sure that they watch your video or read your content or interact with you or whatever action you want them to take. Then you got to hook them in and provide value. You have to just give them the answer for free. You don't have to say, follow this step. You just say, how do you do this? By being in a calorie deficit. That's it. Nothing else. By being in a calorie deficit. But your intention was to grab their attention, to hold their attention for a few seconds, because the average attention span or the time you have to to grab someone's attention is the first 3 seconds of your video or your post. So if you're not grabbing attention in the first 3 seconds, they're just going to scroll away. That's it. And how to do it? By using B-roll videos. Now I'll talk about B-roll videos in the next chapter. What's a B-roll video? A B-roll video is quite simply a video of you doing something. It doesn't matter what you're doing. It could be, let's say, me looking at this phone right now, me scrolling, me smiling, me looking left, looking right. It could be any one of these things. And that's a B-roll video, but it has to have some kind of movement. Why? This is marketing psychology. When there's some kind of movement, it grabs the viewer's attention because they're scrolling through a lot of reels, a lot of posts every single day and every minute of every single hour as well. So the best way for you to grab attention is with some form of movement. It can be as simple as you just sitting down. If you sit down, that's a movement. Just sit down and do something. Or just look left or right or something like that. So that's a B-roll video. What's an ideal B-roll video? So an ideal B-roll video is something that grabs most of your face and your personality in that video. Why do I say this? Because you have to gain brand awareness or visibility, because first people should see who you are before coming and visiting your profile, before reading your posts, before following your stories, before clicking the link in your bio, right? So before all this, they have to see your face. They have to trust you. If they see your face, 1, 2, 3, 4, 10 times, more than that, it helps, definitely. Now, an ideal video is something with your face, most of your face in the background, in the middle of the video, and you're doing something. It could be anything. I made a B-roll video where I'm just looking at my laptop and I smile at the camera. So that's all I did. So that could also be a B-roll video. And I've pinned 3 B-roll videos on my profile on Instagram. They have the highest average watch time. So let me just look it up and let you know right now. So let me give you the stats. Until now, I have posted 15 reels, and all of them I calculated and did the math. They have an average watch time of 88.19%. That's fucking great. Most people get 10% watch times. You know why? Because I've used marketing psychology. I've used a visual hook and a written hook and a caption hook. So 3 hooks right there. Then the pin reel 1, it has an average watch time of 162.5%. Pin reel 2 has an AWT, average watch time, of 128.57%. And pin reel 3 has an average watch time of 100%. I pinned these on top strategically because not all videos of yours are going to have 100% watch time. But 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 10, maybe, right? So out of these 15 reels, more than 100%, maybe 5 or 6. Most of them are 80, 90%. That's why the average is 88.19%. Now, why this works? Because I followed marketing psychology, because I added movement, because I have my face in the videos, and because they're 5 to 10 seconds long. I think the maximum is 9 seconds on my profile right now. And it's very easy to make. I'll share that in the play-by-play strategy. Step 8, which is very important, is how I gained a 5,341% increase in reach to non-followers in 11 days, 6th January to 16th. So that's 11 days, I guess. If I'm wrong, please correct me in the comments. And yeah, so this is I actually started posting B-roll reels on the 6th, and then one on 6th, one on 8th or something like that. But this particular strategy, which is my signature offer, the Diamond Instagram Accelerator, only for fitness and nutrition coaches. And this offer is where I am creating a specific personalized strategy. I'm experimenting on my own account first. And as you can see, the results are very profound, wickedly effective, right? So what I did was I decided, so since people say post three posts a week consistently, 6 posts a week consistently, have a balance of attract, nurture, sell, all that's great. I'm not saying that's wrong. However, when you're just starting out, Who the fuck knows who you are, man? Like, this is so stupid. No one knows who you are. So to get people to know you, you got to put yourself out there. You got to show up multiple times a day, and then you'll get the reach. So I posted 3 posts a day for Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, and Saturday. So 5 days, 15 posts. 3 posts a day for 5 days so far. Since this is the first episode, I'm doing it for the first 5 days. But from next week onwards, it's going to be from today till the next Saturday. So that will be 7 days, so 21 posts. So I can see the impact of 21 posts in a week. But disclaimer, this is not sustainable. If you're doing it over a long period, I'm planning to do it for 2 weeks and then see if it's working, because I'm still working out the kinks of this strategy. So this is what I did. This is how I gained a 5,341% increase in my reach to non-followers. I will put a screenshot of my analytics page here. I still have not learned how to use a video editing software, but I'll figure it out and I'll add it here. Or if not, I will add a link to it in my stories or something. You can go follow my stories on Instagram and check it out. Number 9. This is what you've been waiting for. This is step 9 or chapter 9, a play-by-play strategy to follow. So listen carefully. What you have to do is record 5 to 7, maybe 10 seconds. Actually record 15 seconds of video of you doing whatever it is. It could be anything. I walk my dog, my boy OG, not a dog, I call him a boy OG. I walk my boy OG and I take like a 6-second video of him with my Instagram stories. Then I swap it and I show my face for a second or 2. If not, you can just show, I put one video as well with him, only me walking him. So that I've scheduled for today or tomorrow or Monday. So based on what happens, I'll talk about that next week. But so far it's been mostly my face reels, which have my face. Those are performing really well, like the 162.5% average watch time, the first pin reel, like that. It could be you could just place your phone here and record yourself typing something or whatever, or you could take a video or B-roll video, 10 or 15 seconds max, of you cutting vegetables or cutting fruits or cooking or picking up something out of the microwave or the fridge. It could be any video, anything except lifting weights. Why? Because that's exactly what every other fitness trainer is doing. Fitness and nutrition coach. Don't do that shit. Do something different, break the norm. Do something unique. Do something unique, right? Be unique, right? That's what it is. So that's the play-by-play strategy. And why did I say 15-second videos when you have to keep a max of 5 to 7 seconds? Why? Because when you take 15 seconds, you can trim off the start and the end, so that the first few seconds where you're setting the camera is gone, and the last few seconds where you're taking the camera is gone, and in the middle, that is what you need. That's all. So make it 5 or 7 seconds. You choose your favorite from that. This is where you have to work on this really hard. Now, you have only 5 or 7 seconds. No one is going to care about your face, but they are going to read what text you put on the goddamn screen, right? So what do you have to do? Start with a hook. Like I said, a hook is something that grabs attention. Like I gave you an example, if you really want to fit into that dress of yours from 5 years ago that you've been really wanting to do, make it not as long as I said, because it's just off the top of my dome. But yeah, something like that. If you wanted, let me fix it. If you want to fit into that dress that you got 5 years ago for your birthday, but you're too overweight, this is what you must do. Then the second one is very important, more than the first hook actually, because no one knows who the fuck you are. So they have to know who you are. For that, you have to introduce yourself. Even if you have a following of 1 million, the remaining 999 million people out of 1 billion or how many ever billions are on Instagram don't know who you are, right? So just give an introduction. So my introduction is from, in brackets, put it in brackets, From a social media marketer or manager, I just interchange it because it's pretty much the same thing. From a social media marketer who helps fitness and nutrition coaches get consistent clients from Instagram. So that's very clear on who I help and who I am and what I do. And then wait another second or two and then put the answer or just reveal the answer. That's it. Now I'll give you that in this example. Now you start with, if you really want to fit into that dress you got 5 years ago for your birthday, do this, ... Wait 2.5 to 3 seconds. Then you place the second block of text which says, from a fitness and nutrition coach who helps busy moms over 40 lose weight. So that's very specific. You have to be very specific in your marketing. Don't be generic, be specific in brackets. And then the last one is follow calorie deficit. That's all. It doesn't have to explain anything else. So that's a hook, an introduction, and the reveal. All right. Now, after that, what you have to do is you have to add a CTA. Now, what is a CTA, you might ask? A CTA is simply a call to action. It's guiding your viewer or your reader to do some form of action that benefits them. Following you benefits them. Commenting benefits them. You can say tap follow for no BS tips on how to lose weight. Tap follow for no BS tips on how to get into that dress. Make it even more specific, even better. That's it. Connect it to your value proposition, to what you're offering. Connect it to that. That's it. Schedule it, upload it at once. It's up to you. I'm currently scheduling 3 a day. So 5:30 a.m. or 5:30 hours, then 17:30 or 5:30 p.m. and then 22:30 or 10:30 p.m. That's what I'm doing right now, and that's working well for me. That's done with the play-by-play step strategy to follow. Before the last, I have to share my findings, right? Which I already shared, but that's the average watch time. But something that the Instagram algorithm has done for me, that the algorithm is helping me. Usually people are saying the algorithm hates me, but I'm saying the algorithm loves me because of what I did. I'll share that with you in the next chapter. So this happened on Friday, not today. Today's Saturday. It happened yesterday. And what exactly happened is, when I went into Instagram and I went to my homepage, that little house on the bottom left, yeah, it's a little house. So I clicked on that. Usually I used to see my followers' posts or my peers and competitors or the people in my industry who I follow or whoever I don't follow, who are, those kind of posts. But on this day, on Friday, 5 days in of posting 3 times a day, what I saw was the Instagram algorithm was pushing content or posts of my ideal clients to me. And I was shocked. I took screenshots of almost 20 or 30 posts in a goddamn row. Every post was from a fitness trainer, a nutrition coach, or something adjacent like an athlete or a fitness model. But they're all in the same industry. Why? Because I used keywords related to my industry, fitness and nutrition, or get clients. And these people want clients, right? So that's all I saw. That's amazing. And I was like, what the fuck is going on, man? 3 months, I slogged like hell, spending so much time on Instagram, spending over 6 hours a day sometimes, but regularly it was 1 or 2 hours, but a few days, 6 hours, that's insane. Because that's my business, I gotta build my business. And after investing in a social media management coach, to understand how to do the business of social media management, I learned this. Then this marketing psychology, I learned from a marketing coach who specializes in helping service-based business owners on Instagram. And coaching, fitness and nutrition coaching, it's a service-based business, baby. That's it. So I'm done for this video. For this first video, I think it's over 20 minutes long if I add up all the clips and all the chapters. Feel free to skip to the chapter. I'll add all of the chapters in the description below. And man, be a nice person. Share this with another coach. If you're a coach watching this, share this with another coach who can be benefited by this. Or even better, try this strategy out yourself. And if it works, come and comment down below that it worked. If not, if you have any questions regarding all what I spoke, please leave it in the comments. I'll be happy to help you out. And if you want to follow me on the daily, follow me on Instagram. My handle is diamond.socials. Peace.